Hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome to my Skies of Arcadia stream. We'll be, uh, we'll be resuming the game in just a moment. I just wanted to tell everyone that I am currently eating a, cho- uh, what was once a milkshake. It was put in the freezer, uh, nigh 2 days ago, and it is now a hunk of frozen, uh, it's frozen. And you would think that a milkshake is fine in the freezer because it's made of ice cream, but it's also made of milk, just regular milk. And that doesn't freeze like. Hi, Force Riot. I'm. You saved up for that, didn't you? That redeem is a lot like this frozen milkshake. I guess. Like, it used to be a good milkshake, and now it's a chunk of. It's like flavored ice. And you might ask, Persephone, why are you eating it? Because it doesn't sound very good. And the answer is because this costs like $5 and I don't want to throw it out. So, so I'm eating it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Alright, so, oh gosh, that's a little loud for me. So when we last left off, we were scouring these mines, to rescue Ixa'taka, the high priest, and then I spent like 30 minutes trying to find the last treasure chest, so I need to pull that up. And it turns out I spent 30 minutes looking for it, but it turns out I had just forgotten about a certain passageway earlier on. Oops. So, we, Skies of Arcadia. Hi, Kaki. So we're just gonna go, um, we're gonna go stay at the inn to rest, and then we're going to deliver Ixa'taka to the king. How are you doing, Akagi? I hope your work day wasn't too hard, although I'm guessing your work day is long over at this point. That's lovely. Frank, you're still awake. Should you still be awake? Yeah, I am also glad that tomorrow's Friday. Well, actually, not well. Alright, well, I'm glad that you stopped by, Frank, but don't deprive yourself of sleep on my account. Uh, but yeah, starting tomorrow morning, it's another week where I could be pulled away. Hardly. So High Priest Ixa'taka is safe. This is wonderful to hear. I hope the others are safe too. No, I think we just left. I think we left everyone else in the mines. Yep, let's rest. So, oh, so Frank, in case you missed it, I'm eating the remains of one of the milkshakes I got from Tuesday. It's freezer frozen milkshakes. I mean, I blame Arlie for this. She put it in the freezer and forgot about it. But I'm not gonna let it go to waste. No, I'm not. Wait, what? Oh yeah. I don't go to Dairy Queen a lot. They also do that with concretes. I don't think lizards are. I think lizards are ice cream. The concretes are made with egg. I think there's egg in there, or like frozen custard, uh, which I really like. I don't know if there's a good frozen custard place where I am. Like, yeah, that's right. There is a Dairy Queen near here, but we stopped going because I feel like we kept getting like bad. Like their ice cream didn't taste very good for some reason. But I do like a custard concrete. I thank you for saving us up. Oh, but yeah, I don't think so. Frank, so I did buy Arlie a milkshake also when I went out. I guess she like had 2 sips and then put it in the freezer for like later that evening, but promptly forgot about it because dragons don't have the memory that lets you remember things that you can't see. So now it's not as good, but I'm still eating it. Oh, a thin mint lizard sounds really good. Yes, thank you for rescuing me. I'd love to thank you two ladies personally. I hate you. But I must return to my priestly duties. Well, it was nice meeting you. Yeah, what are your priestly duties? Not so fast. You were supposed to tell us the location of the lost city. That's right. I'm sorry. I completely forgot. Because I was too busy staring at inappropriate parts of your body. King Ixa'taka, with all due respect, where did you get this guy? Is he really a high priest? Of course! He has much knowledge in ancient scriptures and history. Very well. I shall pass on to you the secret of the lost city. It has been passed down in my family for many generations. The great bird with its wings spread and the kneeling golden man will open the way. Yeah, that is all. So, you got it? What do you mean, that is all? What do you mean, that is all? I have no idea what you're talking about. To be completely honest, I don't know what it means either. I just gave you a riddle. You need to solve the riddle on your own. Funny prank? Funny joke? I give up. If you didn't know, then you should have said so in the first place. Now calm down, Aika. Listen to what he just told us. The great bird with his wings spread and the kneeling golden man will open the way. I know what it means. The great bird with his wings spread and the nearly golden man are probably somewhere on this continent. So if we find them, we'll find the lost city. Alright, let's go find this great bird and the golden man. Just one sec, I'm eating some of my ice cream soup. Spoon sounds. Akagi, it's, look, it turned into like a solid brick of ice. I have to break it up just to eat it. Alright, so there's the golden man. And where is the bird? Alright, you're pointing that way. Okay, I think we just go this way. Look, don't you like spoons? Spoon sound? Of course I'm gonna do cat thing. Well, Arlie, you know what they say. When everything's content, nothing will be. I think that's what they say. Akagi, no! I'm not going.
We did it!
I'm not gonna break my dishes. Actually, you wanna know what? Meow, 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 purr, 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 scratch, scratch, scratch. And I don't have my coin out, so. Where'd it go? Here's a jingle jingle ASMR. Okay, so the story. So, a while back, I was gifted a couple of little mugs. One had a white cat, and one had a black cat, and they were nice little mugs. And then we got Rascal, and Rascal is a black cat, and and one day, Rascal knocked one of the mugs. Thanks, Frank. Rascal knocked one of the mugs off of the counter. She broke the black cat mug, and I thought that was going to be, I thought that was like a bad sign. I miss that mug. pretty sure this is the way we're supposed to go. Bird. It's gotta be one of these. Oh, there it is. Rixis. You found the gates of Rixis. Killer be killed. The hunt. Killer be killed. The hunt is on. A huge stone face that stands quietly, buried deep in the forests of Ixa'taka. The stones have been fitted so tightly together that not even an insect could crawl between them. It is a remnant of an ancient civilization. Ba-ba-ba. That's early. Ba-ba-ba. Here we are. Oh no, the door is shut. Whatever will we do? Wait, Frank, what? Why? Wait, what happened? Frank, thank you for the gift subs, but why did you? I, I, I think you get an encore. I have, I have absolutely zero, uh, I have zero magic. Wait, I was gonna say magic. I have zero musical talent. Should, wait, is this something my channel needs now? Do I need to tap a spoon on something? Redeem? Are they able to do it? Are they revenge redeem? Oh wait, actually, guys, that reminded me. Since I have a new open tier 1 slot, hold on. Arlie's doing some other, work for me. I mean, hopefully. But I was gonna move. Where are my emotes? Where are my emotes? Here we go. Which of those two would you like to be brought down to be a tier 1? Because I can move those. Okay. Now I know why they call this place the City of Mist. But I don't remember seeing any mist in the forest. The air is thin. It's a little hard to breathe. We were going up for a long time. I think these mists are actually clouds. Wait, did I pick the wrong ones? Oh, whoops. You're right. I did get it wrong. It was those two. It was those two. It was Tears and I don't know, her attack. Okay, that's fair. The bit emote is the jump. Jump is the bit emote. Okay. So, so we're taking this all the way from a tier 3 to tier 1. Oh, I can't drag and drop. Okay, well, I'll do this after stream anyway, because I think it's gonna take, like, a while to, I mean, Twitch is... Twitch is gonna have to reapprove it, is basically what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I should probably start playing the game because I wanted to complete this area tonight. But this doesn't look anything like a lost city of gold. There's just a bunch of ruins up here. Wow, Vice. What a joke. In the old world, Rixis was the capital of the great civilization. It was destroyed by the rains of destruction. Since then, it's been frozen in time. These craters must have been caused by the moonstones that were bombarding the city. I'm not seeing any gold here. Oh, she's upset. As time passed, stories about the city probably got more and more exaggerated. We were supposed to find gold here. I should have slapped that dirty old man silly when I had the chance. I mean, that's a real concern, Frank. What the... Oh, that's a dude. Vice? Vice? If this city's been dead for generations, then who is that? What? Where? Over there. Where? I don't see anything. Huh? But there was someone there. The city's been dead for a very long time. For a very long time. Who else would be here? It's probably just your imagination acting up. Ghost! Why don't you believe me? I know I saw something. Nina, do you think that maybe I saw a ghost? A ghost? What's a ghost? It's been a while since you said something like that. A ghost is, how should I explain this? Well, it's something very scary, that's for sure. Oh. Sorry, that was a call I had to take. Sorry about that. Where was I? Really? Well, if you're the scared Ica, this ghost must be something scary indeed. The two things I hate the most right now are dirty old men and ghosts. So Ica would probably really hate a dirty old ghost. I can use a phone. I hands with fingers. This is... Hello, yes, this is Business Kit. Sorry, no, I'm streaming. No, don't launch the missiles until I'm there. Goodbye. There we go. Hold on. Let me just drink the rest of this ice cream. Akagi, I think, are you the one to blame for all the, terrible rumors about me? Like, I'm pretty sure you're the source, of the claims that I am literally made of cotton candy. Ice, let's not go. We'll be cursed. Oh, come on, Aika. We came all this way for the green crystal, and we're not about to go back empty-handed. Guys, is that the most, like, mansplaining face? Like, am I wrong? I feel like I'm not wrong. You could just wait here until we get back. Oh, silly Aika, just seeing things again. Yeah, oh yeah, that is my smug. Oh no, I'm not going to wait here all by myself with those things out there. Alright, I'll go with you. I can't believe I'm doing this. I don't know, Akagi, I think sitting around being distracted might be a man thing. Okay, so, oh wait, what? You can see Vice's face. You can see his face for a second. I never noticed that. Okay, so, now that we've established that Aika's afraid of ghosts, there's another game called Valkyria Chronicles, which maybe I'll play that on stream someday, because I started it but never finished it. Yes, the two-sided face. Aika, Vice, and Fina all make cameos in that game. Vice and Aika are soldiers you can recruit, and Fina's a medic. But there's like, this is also a game where non-protagonist soldiers can die for real. And if Aika dies, her last word, if I remember right, her last words are like, I hope I can become a ghost so I can stay with you, Vice. And it's very sad. Alright, so there's a lot of treasure chest lists. But the good thing is that I'm not going to let this Aika
We
die.
did it!
No one's dying today, except for my enemies. Because fire will consume them. Well, I see that is a good point. Oh, that's a big point. a cute weapon of mass destruction, though. Oh, that didn't do a lot.
Fire consume my enemies! Land to burst!
Someday I'll show you. I'll show you all. Oh wait, you didn't kill the dog either? Oh, this is like a mini boss. That is Vice. That was like the laziest attack. Sloth strap. Oh dear. No, don't do that. Oh. Alright, so... Oh wait, so these are... Wait, that's purple and red. What? They're not green. Surprisingly, they're not green. Yeah, it's the most it's a terrible foe. Purple is weak to green and red. And red is weak to purple and blue. Wait, you like that we can hear me destroying my surroundings? What? Actually, no, I'm not the one with the spoon collection. I don't think you know her because she kind of got busy. It hasn't really been, but God, no, wait, tell me, I can't remember her name anymore. Wait. Oh, that's a big Shep, right? Shep the dog. Yeah, Shep has the spoon collection. Yeah, Shep not. She's in university, so I understand why she's so busy. But she was really funny.
Here goes!
And I called her a boomer. Please don't actually die. Wait, did you survive that? Wait, you survived that? Did you survive that? Dracma, don't miss!
Over there!
No. Okay, it's time to end this. This is a random encounter. You got some silver spoons, eh? Just kill them. Alright. So I actually need some... Okay, I need to work on my green magic, actually. I need everyone to learn the, kill everyone spell. Well, sorry to hear that, Akagi.
That wasn't so bad.
I don't think I was born with anything in my mouth. Besides my teeth, I think I had my teeth in my mouth. Uh, yeah, yes, Akagi, we do have the born with a silver spoon. Same. Alright, let's... That fight should not have been so difficult. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. And the posture check. Oh, and the big stretch. Oh, meow, meow, meow. Purr, purr, purr. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Is that? No. That's all. No jump on that one.
Fire consume my enemies! Slam to burst!
Akagi, if you want the jump, you can just pay for it. Well, it's a coin toss because now there's a redeem where you're guaranteed.
That was easy.
Are you like to gamble? Okay, maybe I'll do it. Meow, meow, meow. Purr, purr, purr. Sorry, I'm gonna start that over. Meow, meow, meow. Purr, purr, purr. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Jump! There you go, you got it. Oh, what? Oh, it's racism. Yay. Oh. So I'm at 364? I guess I should see if Icus... The burst. This? Yeah, it's our... Actually, that was...
Fire consume my enemies! Slam
I
to
did,
burst!
maybe I'll play, I thought about replaying, Wolfenstein. Because you get to shoot Nazis and, KKK. That was always a good time. Yeah, I think, wait. I think it was... Yeah, I think it was New Order. I never finished, New Colossus. Was that the one that came next? Because, it was too hard. It was too hard. Wait. I never had any trouble. Akagi, I played that on my old graphics card that melted. I slap for pow. I know what's coming when Slapper Pal says howdy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. little strange. Well, I'll keep that in mind if I do play it again, try to play it again. So also I was thinking, I was thinking, what was I thinking? Oh yeah, so for a, was our blue, pink to red.
Here goes!
So for a, if I do a big event stream, what, how many people would enjoy, if I made a new redeem that was like squats, push-ups, and like sit-ups, all in one, just to really punish me. I don't think my enjoyment is the point of that. Vice is confused. Let's just light everything on fire.
Move! Give me strength!
Oh, is it only Slapper Pow? Well, if,
Moons! Give me strength!
well, if there's anything, if there's any other special event things that you'd want. Okay, hold on, that's 15, 20. Slapper Pow had another one in their pocket.
Finish them off.
Okay, that's 20. Oh yeah, that's right, Akagi. I used to, oh, that's 20. Oh gosh, okay. 25? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yay! I'm a little too hot. Thank you for the hydrate. It's a little tough on the everything after 20. You, you two are right. Just it's almost like you guys like no, maybe I won't go that far. Is there treasure? good enough to be useful in an emergency? I mean, that's wise. Alright, take you down. Actually, let's have you focus because your melee attacks are basically useless. Wait, Frank, what? I don't think that's a mantra you should have. Oh jeez, he put his leggies up. I'd love that the sloth's attack is just like a slow, like, at you in the head. Purple.
Moons, give me strength!
I used to be a pretty good sprinter when I was a little younger.
Give me strength!
Well, I mean, yeah, it's probably a pretty strong pet. But my point is, it's so slow you could just, like, step to the side. Oh, good luck with that, Arlie. Oh, why is this thing so hefty?
Here goes!
It's really like a mini boss. Don't counterattack.
Over there!
I mean, sprinting is short distance. Don't counterattack. Don't attack. You wanted to be. I never saw the Revenant, and I haven't heard great things about it.
We've finished them off.
I want to be the one who, like... I want to be the one who's like, go on ahead, I'll hold them off. And everyone's like, no, Persephone, don't do it. And I'm like, go, you fools. Oh, I can handle it. And then, like, 10 scenes later, I show up because I clearly handled the situation and everything was fine. Just rolled my very limit. There's... This is where I had to go? Yeah, I did. I could handle, well, actually, I wish I could handle anything, but that's not true. That's a lie. There's things I can't handle, but I want to handle them. But Arlie, what if we could have a good handle on them?
We did it!
Yeah, I mean... Well... That was a risen crystal. I mean, honestly, my biggest problem with okay, actually, I have a lot of thoughts on the matter, but one of my big problems with like working out, I guess, is just how quickly all of your gains go away. You stop doing it for even a little while. That's just not fair. But also, like,
Consume my
like,
enemies! Slam to burst!
oh, I understand why, like, I don't like the human body was a mistake. I mean, perhaps. This- No. I don't, Frank, I don't want to be a cyborg for a very simple reason. Because who do you think is going to be producing the cyborg components? Like, Microsoft, Google, Apple? Do you want
We did it!
Google to have like direct access to your like limbs and nervous system? I don't. I don't trust them. That's a fate worse than death, Frank. I would not wish that on anyone. But anyway, what I was gonna say before is, I mean, I think it's understandable why people don't like to exercise. Because it's not natural for humans to do that. Like, humans in the wild, with like big quotes, we'd be. Humans would just like exercise that is also play or like a task
We did it!
is what's natural. Like, because humans are built to just be like running around in the savannah, chasing wildebeests or whatever. So like, you know, humans wouldn't just be like running 5 miles for the fun of it. Wait, Akaki, which was a perfect? I got lost. I got a little lost. Yeah.
Over there!
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Frank. Catch it with your teeth.
That was easy.
Actually, for fact number 2. Well, I guess I'll watch that later so I can actually see what the perfect was. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, the sing along. But yeah, I recently learned that ancient humans probably hunted, not by like not by physically taking down their prey, but just
Fire consume my enemies!
out endurancing them. And I think that's pretty cool.
That was easy.
there's the treasure chest. My instincts were right. I did miss something. I received skull cutting. 1. The blade originally used in masonry work, it has since been modified to be used in combat. I'm not a mason, but I'm pretty sure you don't you don't hack things apart with a sword. I'm pretty sure that's not how masonry works.
Over there.
Wait, Frank, does that mean that humans were the monster in the horror film? In the being chased by a monster movie?
We've finished them off.
You think that's why humans find that to be such a compelling threat? Maybe that's why that kind of monster's so scary to people, because it's a monster out humaning a human. Is that what I did? I've always thought of myself as just an opportunist. Walk. Okay, Vice, are you gonna believe I can now? But there's no one there. Wait, I got confused. It's a sloth.
Here goes.
Oh, Akagi, I will slap you. I'm going to slap you, Akagi.
Cutlass Fury!
Right.
Over there.
Do I have? Gosh.
Get him.
Sappho can be a lot, but I do love her. And Yoshi's great too. I think Yoshi is a little more. Yoshi's the mature one. Sappho doesn't quite know when enough is enough. Sometimes. Ow! Ice! What are you?
Over there.
Ice jerk? Oh gosh, no, don't do that. Wait, Arlie, have we ever had, Yoshi and Sappho together? Drachma, you're useless! You love to say the worst thing that comes to mind, just to see what will happen. What? This thing is killing us. time to die.
Is it over already?
Vice, don't act smug. You almost got your butt kicked. I did. Athena learned. There we go. You feel like some of this. Well, I mean that is. I mean that's probably true, Akagi. If you're talking, if you're talking about the things that you say to me. Uh, there's usually a little more leeway given once you know someone. Don't be a sloth. Okay, it's easy to kill things. I love easy to kill things. Oh. So, oh yeah, we had the cable replacement guys came to our apartment today, so at least that got out of the way. You're just another. No, you're not. You're not. Akagi, you're not just another chump. You're my chump. Never forget that. Wait, oh. Was I? Oh wait, I think I messed this up. Jumps for life. Treasure. No. This treasure just attacked me. Oh, it's a villain thing. Okay, you're red. So I want purple. I love Dragon Ball Z power up. I can see that. Everyone needs some good toadies. Hey, don't do that. Okay, so I need an 8. An 8 per turn. Put a glyph of might. Drachma. And take us down to 11 plus 8. 19. Get another 4. Ice. So ice is the focus. I think we know how to deal with this guy. only seen Hocus Pocus once,
Let's try
but that's
this.
it's one of Artie's favorite movies. I forgot the guy. I don't remember the guy with ice shaved into his head. I do remember speaking of ice, I do remember the Ninja Rat from the second Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles movie. I want to do a watch along of the Turtles movie. Oh. Oh gosh. Nina. Let's hand of faith this guy. Nice. New attack. And Elfina. Okay. I really just need to organize
Let's
that.
try this.
I'm just not sure. I'm not sure when to do it. Feel my power and repent getting in my way. Yes, that is exactly what I was talking about, right? Oh, he died.
That was fun.
Well, I don't think I remember that one. If it does, we got golden mask. A fatal tree which blooms under a full green moon. Nina could use more hit points. Alright, we found about half of the treasure chest. Oh, Rixis. Green, so they're weak. They're weak to red. Flame dippers. Oh, wait, I didn't mean to hit guard. Nina, no! Oh wow, yeah, that's been a while. But Yep, you were.
Slam to burst.
Yeah, you came in when I was on the China level, and it's Hitman 3, and you kept wanting me to push random people off of ledges. And that was also you also came when my graphics card was dying because you remember the game kept freezing on me. And I'm surprised you came. I'm surprised you kept coming back when I was having so much technical difficulties. I do appreciate that you stuck around. And you were there because Oni made it. I don't think I knew Oni-chan, so was I just like picked at random? I don't really remember. Oh yeah, you did do that. Yeah, I think you ended up you gifted way more bits than you should have. But now the game doesn't crash. I wouldn't have guessed that, Frank.
That was
I
easy.
am glad that you've stumbled across me. Yes, Akagi, I am glad. Oh, another free moonberry. That's pretty high. I think, right? Moonberries are good. I should be getting, there should be another, here we go. Moonberry. What can we, oh, I should show, I did unlock, Rain of Swords, so I should show that off. Silver Mosaic cleanses all allies. Yeah, that could be good. Dragon spot everything. Spirit of an Oak. That one's sort of is. Alright, we'll get Venus. I think this is Lunar Cleansing. Yeah. Yeah, I did. It's kind of funny how that works out. Oh, wait, I was going this way. Oh, you're welcome, Kek. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, So, like, I think the first VTuber I really, encountered was Neanders, and I didn't really understand what it was. I only discovered, I didn't even really discover Hololive until, until Hololive English, came out. So I was really kind of late to the party myself. But it's a lot of fun. And I'm glad a lot of people have been able to, do it. Okay, Rain of Swords. Aika would probably outspeed Ice. Eclipse. Yeah, that sounds like a, that sounds like a pretty typical path to go. YouTube loves. It's a very impressive attack, but
That was easy.
it's more expensive than Lambda Burst, so I usually don't use it. But yeah, YouTube loves to, YouTube loves recommending Karone. She's very good. Very good doggo. I don't like her human ears, but I only have the one. I only have the one set of ears. I only have the ears on top of my head. I'm glad it's been, wow. I'm glad it's been so good for you, Frank. Wait. Light coat. Rixis. That is, this is insanely powerful. It's, according to 4 ears is... Okay, Akagi, not that... Don't link that cursed document. But I didn't read that part. But 4 ears doesn't even make... It doesn't even make sense as an insult. Because they're not... Like, 4 eyes is an insult because if you, like, consider glasses another set of eyes. Oh, I see.
My enemies! Slam to burst!
Slam to burst.
That was easy.
Frank, I just said I do not have human... I swear, if you guys start saying that I have human ears, I'll ban you. Do not make that a thing. It's already enough dealing with the cotton candy stuff. It's nothing, Mino. It's absolutely nothing. Wait. Oh wait, I don't want to go this way yet. A guy! Who's that? That's it, that's the ghost that I saw earlier. Oh, we're gonna go away. So I think there's more treasure. I don't know, that depends, Frank. I shall see. Oh wait, and there's a champ. I think I forgot to get... Yep. So that would have bloomed under the purple moon. Yeah, full purple moon. Increases blue. Also for Fina. Yeah, Frank, I won't hurt you as long as... God, I really should have been like, look at what you made me do, Akagi. Look at what you made me do. Is that what you wanted, Akagi? So yeah, as long as you, I won't hurt you as long as you don't make me do it. I don't even know if I can, like, time out. Wait, did it delete every... Wait. It deleted all of Akagi's previous messages? Well, Frank, you don't have to remain silent. I mean, I believe in free speech. You're free to say whatever you want. But you're also free to accept the consequences. That's how freedom of speech works, right? A ribbon farm. I don't know if I can even untime out Akagi. Strange arm based on unknown technology left behind on the ruins of an ancient city. Shh. Okay. I have to go back now. So I missed the jam. That's no good. Can I... Okay, there we go. There we go, Akagi. I think I untimed... Wait, how do I close this? civilization. I think I know how to run a government. No, I think Akagi is, I think Akagi just might be a masochist. I've long suspected it.
That was easy.
Oh, and there's a moonfish? Oh yeah, I guess there should have been. Akagi, you sure like pushing my buttons.
Fire consume my enemies! Slam to burst!
Okay, so there's locations.
That was easy.
Okay. Alright, there's another one. Yeah, so you said skirting around the edge, but I'm not going to make that joke. There's the. Thanks, Frank. You got me, Frank. I think I'm lost.
Fire consume!
So the one thing I like about, so I know that there's still like some benefits to owning another free moonberry. So but I hate doing lawn care. Oh my god. Yeah, are these like gremlins? So other gremlins are gonna. Oh, chaotic lawful. Thank you so. Wait, don't think my chaotic lawful. I don't think. Wait. I saw the Well, thank you, Arlie. Thank you for the raid. I saw the raid alert pop up, but I didn't. Did the sound not play? Did the sound not play? Because I didn't hear it. But thank you for the raid. Hi everyone. I'm Purrsephone raiding. I'm playing through Skies of Arcadia, one of my favorite JRPGs. It's a lot of fun. Okay, well I will
Serves them right.
I guess I will I guess after that I'll try to make sure that hopefully that was just like a one-off bug. Oh, that worked. Thank you, Frank. Thank you for the gift sub. So I need the gift subs. But yeah, oh wait, I didn't even see what you were playing. What were you playing? You were... Oh, you were playing Resident Evil Village. That's... Oh my god, yeah, you have given so many. For the posture check, So, yeah, Village is really spooky. I don't think I could play the, So, I was, for my spooky game, if I was going to do a spooky game, I was just gonna play, like, Bioshock. Because Bioshock scares me.
Serves 'em right.
The Magic Pink Present? Oh, I had no idea it was color-coded like that. No, we're just drowning in moonberries. Also, I like how we were confronting that guy, and then we just turned around and were like, nah, see you later. People summons a storm to damage. Oh yeah, this is good. Lunar winds. Yeah, I did just leave him hanging. But I mean, I'm operating on my time. I don't own anything. I hear Cupid. You need to add the Prime badge?
Fire consume my enemies!
I mean,
Slam to burn!
if that's what you want to do, I mean, I don't. You can do it however you like.
That was easy.
Is there a limit on to how many badges that Twitch yes, I am very flexible. There's many ways that you can give me your money. Oh, it caps at 3? I don't think I even realized how to add. There's defense and magic defense. Oh, I'll put that on Drachma. Because he's had his awful, oh yeah. Yeah, and oh gosh, how long have I had the counter bracer? Drachma could have used that buff to his hit rate for quite a while. Roll sub. There's our chip. Roll sub and customize. I'm learning all kinds of things about Twitch badges tonight. Pupil's a sword now. Although I do kind of like Pupil's cone. Alright, where's that moonfish? Oh wait. Let me go back up. Oh, run. Little do they realize that all these random encounters only make me stronger. Also, I like how, isn't it funny that they were like, is this a dead city? And Ika's afraid of ghosts, but no one questions all of these monsters just hanging around.
Fun!
This game would be... Wait, that's the wrong story. This game would be, a lot more difficult. Monsters are way less scary than ghosts. That's valid. But this game would be a lot more difficult for a no land person run. Or just like not using, or like unlocking none. If you weren't allowed to unlock any of Ika's specials, because all of Ika's specials, like in boss fights, Ika kind of gets stuck. You kind of get stuck using Delta Shield. Right, so there's a moonfish somewhere. The question is where scary ghosts. Hehe. Are you going to fatally frame them?
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, I had a good dinner. I had
We did it!
a bunch of ice cream. Streaming just makes me hungry. I don't really understand it. Harley, I want a snack. Harley, I want a snack. Yeah, I'm just a little hungry. But there you are. Get a snack for Purr? I don't know what to get though. I don't know what to have for a snack. Actually, you know, not cat kibble. It's terrible. You know something I really suddenly I want a Pop Tart. I really want a Pop Tart all of a sudden. Jelly tuna? I don't know about that.
Serves 'em right.
But we have no Pop Tarts. What flavor would we even get? Like yeah, I don't buy them because they're junk food. I also like, and also because I'd want to try every flavor, but I'm not about to spend like $100 s'mores Pop Tarts. Oh no, Akagi! The box warns you that the inside is hot. Alright, let's get. Oh, it's running away. Who'd be lurking around in a place like this? Don't let him get away, boy. We were 12 and. Yeah. That sounds like a cocky. Oh yeah, I do eat them raw. Arlie, what should I get for a snack? Wait, I'm the most cat-like. Is it because I'm telling Arlie to get me a snack? Alright, uh, so with this guy you can get stuck. Oh, I think I see what I need to do. Well, I mean, okay, but like seriously, what would you rather have? A cat girl who's cat-like? Or just a girl who happens to have cat ears? I think I know what the superior option is. He did a thing. Shake my fist at you. Yeah, I am pretty superior. Thanks, guys. I'm glad that you recognize my very good, feline traits. He's getting him. Would I be purr if I wasn't as cat-like? That's the question. Oh wow, we're above the clouds. So if the air was thin down there, we're above. Guys, you know the cloud ceiling? We're above that now. Non-cat girl fur is just Stephanie. That is kind of a cute name though. Alright, let's make sure everyone is healed up. Kind of is. Sephi raining. What if I ate a block of cheese? What if I because there is just a hunk of cheese in the refrigerator, which I probably do need to eat because it got moldy last week. I had to cut that off. That'd be awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go get some cheese. Okay. Got my. Yeah, okay, so my mic. I think. I think my microphone's button is a little busted because it doesn't always switch when I press it. But I've got the cheese. Um. Wait, what? Okay, wait. Okay. Oh, yeah, it's a cat version of Persephone. That that's it. That's pretty much it. But yeah. So I've got jeez, I don't. No, no. Raining is just my surname. That's just my no. That's just my name. Um, but yeah. So I've got about 6.5 ounces of cheese, and um, which is also like 185 grams. Although, just like straight up Persephone, um, is generally taken most places. I don't eat 6.5 ounces of cheese. Why not? Why should I? Why shouldn't I eat that much cheese? Hooray! Wait, like a is that like a puree? Hold on. Um, okay, so I won't eat it all in one go because I guess this is like 700 calories of cheese, but it is all on my plate. Eat the cheese. I'm getting mixed messages. Oh wow, there's so many stairs. There's so many stairs. Oh, and I don't get to skip it like at the fire temple. But this is only like mild. This is just, oh gosh. Wait, was what a guess? Strawberries are yummy. No, Akagi, I actually looked it up to double check. If I was just guessing, I probably would have guessed like 600. Oh gosh, yeah, it is so late. It is way past your bedtime, Frank. I keep forgetting. Alright, so this is Rick Polish. It's my fault? Well, I'll still be here. Oh yeah, I guess that could be my hidden talent. Step right up, guess the weight of this cheese, and you can take the whole block home. And it's like 50 kilos of cheese. It's just gonna be like way too much cheese.
Give me strength.
I also have some Ritz crackers here. And they're pretty good.
Bones. Give me strength.
How many jelly beans are in this block of cheese? Guys, you can take the whole. Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know about jelly beans. Oh wait, what am I doing? Why am I attacking? I just need to get Drachma. I just need to use the Hand of Fate on this boss. Ring of Don't do that. Look, Frank, that might be true. Period. Yay, Vices awake. No, don't do that. I don't like this bird. I'm not a fan of this bird in particular.
Let's try this.
Oh. I don't know why that bird could possibly have anything against me. Okay, so Vice did 1100 damage. Drachma doesn't nearly as much with a basic attack. It does sound pretty good though, Akagi. I don't think I've had lemon in party. I'm having so much fun hitting bosses with that attack.
That was fun.
Oh, base spirit plus 1. I don't get DMCA'd for that. Well, it looks like the crystal's probably sealed in here.
Ooh,
Hey everyone, look over here. The person on this wall looks like Fina. No. Our neighbors could try. Our neighbors could try. I'll kill them with a spoon. You're right. I wonder if this is that Arcadia the villagers we're talking about. We who have come from the temple of the silver moon. Nina? We who have come from the temple of the silver moon have sealed within the forests after the rains of destruction washed away the lands. The unsleeping giant Rental. And above the ceiling, the green crystal was kept within this wall. This is written in the holy language of the Silver Temple. The Sylphites must have inscribed these words when they were here. These are the ruins of Ixa'taka, right? Why would Sylphites come here? The rains of destruction nearly destroyed the green civilization. But even after the rains fell, Grendel still terrorized the lands for many generations to follow. The Sylphites came here to contain him. I would not do that, Mikaki. But they came too late. The green civilization was destroyed, and the people were reduced to a few primitive tribes of scavengers. People from that village probably thought the Sylphites were gods because they were able to contain Grendel. It all makes sense now. Colonialism. That's why they thought Fina was this Quetio person. But it says the green crystal. It says the green crystal's kept within these walls, right? But I don't see the crystal anywhere. I wonder where it is. Are we bringing Beowulf? You're right. It should be. I've never read Beowulf. To be honest. What about Bay a Cat? Who's there? Almost. Don't let him get away. He might have the crystal. A smooth move, Ice. Oh, got him. Got him. How was the movie? So this is the ghost. Who are you, and why are you following us? Please don't kill me. I'm a high priest of Ixa'taka. A high priest? So you followed us all the way from Ortega? No, I didn't follow you. I've been here for a long time. It is my duty to guard these ruins. If anyone tries to loot what's in these ruins or steal the sacred green stone, I contact King Ixa'taka. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me that the king knew where the lost city was all this time? Yes. We figured out Isapa's riddle, and we found Rixis. And here we found the sacred green stone. The king and Isapa were very happy, because we could use the stone to stop the Valuans. Stop the Valuans? You aren't going to... tell us, or do you want me to crack your skull? I'd like how Drachma negotiates. All right, I'll tell you. The king in his office said that the sacred ring stone had the power to awaken the giant. If the giant were to come, he would chase the Valiants back to the eastern skies, and we would be safe. What? Crack a skull anyway? Maybe. Ixa'taka, now that you are free, and the Valiants are busy looking for Vice and his friends, we can summon the mighty giant. Awaken, giant of the forest! I who hold the sacred green stone command you to destroy our enemies. Oh yeah, Arlie is squawking. That isn't Arlie out there. Vice, please forgive us. There's no other way for us to save the forests and the people of Ixa'taka. Well, I might forgive you for summoning this ancient super weapon, but I'm still not gonna forgive you for, creeping on Ica and Vina. I'll throw you overboard for that. What's that rumbling sound? What do you think, Vice? Oh no, not again! Stop wasting my... Don't waste my time. Every time I think about wasting time, I think about saying, "Don't waste my time." Someone is summoning Grendel. Oh, there's Rascal. First Admiral Alfonso on the sickness. Look, over there. So King Ixa'taka was hiding the crystal from us after all. One sec, Rascal has to be lit. When Arlie starts streaming, Rascal gets a little spooked and likes to hide in here with me. Yeah, this is going to be easy. All I have to do is take the crystal from him, and the Empress will be pleased. Getting orders at like new Vice Captain. Oh, and I heard that you were injured in the mines. Are you alright, sir? I don't ever want to hear you speak of those mines again. Understand? All ships, prepare for battle. Follow my flagship, the Sickness. Head towards the light and find King Ixa'taka. Yes, yeah, Rascal knows what's up. The light. But Rascal, I kindly ask that you don't crawl around on my desk. Yeah? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Yeah, tell him all about it. Tell him all about it. He just punched him. He just punched a shit out of the sky. Yeah, it is very interesting. What if they just flew higher than he could reach? Blast! Retreat! We cannot get past the Gigas. But, sir, battle hasn't even started yet. Why are you questioning my orders? I refuse to die in these filthy lands. All ships return to Valua at once. What a little coward. Actually, Akagi, that is exactly what happened. When I went out to get my snack, Rascal was indeed chilling in her cat tree in the living room. I would take a bullet for Rascal too. Why would they awaken him? Don't they understand that the entire Valiant Armada will retaliate against them? Everyone, back to the Little Jack. We have to stop that thing. Hi there. Hi. You didn't look that tall, previously. You'd only take a paw bullet? Alright, here we go. Back to the ship. But Rascal needs to peep and squeak. Would you allow anything to keep her from peeping and squeaking? Yeah, Brindle really did. Sacred giant, destroy our enemies. Chase them from our lands forever. It's the logo. Well, looks like Brindle's away. Admiral DeLoco, the experimental Moonstone Cannon is ready. Looks like it's time for me to test out my newest weapon. Target King Ixa'taka's ship. What? Sir, you're not going to fire the Gigas? The Gigas only follows the commands of the person holding the crystal. So if we destroy King Ixa'taka's ship, the Gigas will be defenseless. This is what happens when you cross me. Fire the Moonstone Cannon. Whoa. Arrgh! It was only a glancing blow. Never heard of it? Wake up! Wake up! This is not good. He passed out. We must retreat. King Ixa'taka was controlling the Gigas. Until he wakes up, it's going to destroy everything in its path. Oops. Well, you're lucky your ship wasn't just disintegrated entirely. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's waste. It's a waste of so thin. Are you okay, buddy? Oops. Oh. Uh-oh, I think he's a little upset. So close. It looks like there's still some fine-tuning to be done. I'm sure Vice has seen the Gigas. He's probably on his way right now to try and save everyone. Ready for him. Sir, a ship is spotted off port side. He's here! He's here! I've been waiting for this. Well, Vice, it's time to die. Wait till you feel the power of my Moonstone Cannon. You should feel honored that you are helping me test out my greatest creation ever. Well, You're not wrong, Deloco. You're not entirely wrong. Grendel is in range, but there's a ship in front of it. It's Deloco. It looks like we'll have to get past Deloco first. Look out for that cannon. Aye aye, Captain. Bring it on, Deloco. Alright. Can we not die challenge? Because I've lost to each I've lost each battle against Admiral so far. I've been waiting for you, Vice. Now you will learn the true power of the ever-changing chameleon. It looks like he's serious this time, boy. He's trying to get behind us. Vice, just make sure to watch out for the big cannon they fired at King Ixa'taka. One hit of that and we're dead. Oh yeah, that looks pretty spooky. I think this is... Oh, not that. So that's the power. A concussion bomb. Target Deloco. Bring him down. Keep the ship off balance. Time to beat torpedo. I've still got a lot of G's. Ow! Torpedoes. Darn the torpedoes. Full speed ahead. Yeah, oh, that didn't do very much. That didn't do an awful lot of damage. Handgun? Yeah, it's pretty rough. Not gonna lie. But I can just hear Arlie screaming. Prepare to fire the Moonstone Cannon. Halt all systems and redirect all power. You can't knock me off balance if my ship isn't moving, Vice. Now feel the power of my Moonstone Cannon. Oh. Enemy vessel is stopped. Well, what's going on? Looks like he's got something up his sleeve. But now's our chance. We need to hit him as hard as we can while he's still. We'll take a bit of a beating, but we can take this chance and hit him as hard as we can. Or we can play it safe and back away. We won't be able to do as much damage, but neither. Yeah, that's kind of... Open fire. We need to take a chance and hit him with everything. Let's take him out for that. Alright. Actually, we're gonna need you to heal us. Although maybe it's more like a speedboat fighting a destroyer. Taking aim. Guys, if he's not moving, what if we just behind him I probably should have backed off because I couldn't make full use of the ramp. Oh well. But the torpedo missed. Well, we still did a lot of damage. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, we're at full health. We ought to be able to survive. Whatever's... Just... Oh dear. Oh, that looked like a direct hit. Oh, that hurts. They're still just sitting there. They probably used up too much energy on that test attack. Oh, I have just enough for this. How lucky. Yeah, honestly, I think you're right. That's pretty pathetic, Malaka. How pathetic. What a loser. Couldn't even do as much damage as police. Oh. But he took that harpoon cannon like a champ. Please don't shoot at me this turn, though, because I didn't heal. Yeah, that... Oh dear. I do think it's really cool how they, how the big gun arm can, track. The Chameleon is a pretty cool ship design. Alright, let's heal up and finish this. Fire! Let's heal. I mean, I think we're gonna finish him. Well, it is. I mean, it's a handgun for a very big hand, right? Well, that didn't go with that. Please bring him down. Please bring him down on this turn. Can you please? I think I got him. Take that. Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, a hunter torpedo. That sounds pretty cool. That was a very good voice line. This cannot be! How can I lose twice? No, no. No, 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 no. This has to be a dream. It's all just a bad dream. Sir, get a hold of yourself. I can't face the Gigas in this shape. All ships, back to Valua. Well, sorry, we've got more important... Unfortunately, we have more important things than finishing him off right now. Alright, Malaka's retreating. It's still too early to celebrate. We still have to stop Grendel. But he's too big. How can we stop them? See that canyon? No matter how strong that thing is, if it falls into the canyon, it will be stuck. I see. So all we have to do is knock it down. Aye. Wait for him to pass in front of it, then hit him in the back. Got it. Alright everyone, let's take him down. Alright, so I've had trouble with this fight before. We need to get in close to damage that thing. But there's no telling what that thing will do. I think it'll attack us. I think that's what it'll do. Just keep an eye on the damage levels of the ship, boy. Try and damage him little by little. So, we all saw this thing take down a Valiant battleship with one punch. I feel like the little Jack would just get splintered. Okay. Alright, let's see how this goes. You're so insignificant. Also, but like, how was Red Bull a useful weapon of war? It's not only is it land-bound, but unlike the Red Gigas, it has no ranged attacks. Like, this really seems like a bad weapon design in this kind of world. Oh, ow. We got backhanded. Well, that wasn't so bad. Oh good, we did. Ultra throw? No. No. No, 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 no. Okay. It does a surprisingly small amount of damage. It's too big. I don't even know where to begin attacking it. Boy, where do you think we should try attacking it? Go for the legs! It's our only chance! Let's try attacking its legs. They're holding up that huge body, so maybe they're its weak point. Very well, decrease our altitude. It's like an 80-80. Oh, maybe this wasn't the right one. Arlie sounds like she's having fun. I'm sure we'll survive whatever happens this round, right? Right? I'm not healing. I didn't heal my ship at all. Oh, it's preparing it now. Shock torpedo. I wish I could have equipped the new hunting torpedo before the fight started. Oh, it's a stomp. Oh gosh. I don't know if I've ever attacked the legs. I don't think I've seen that attack. I don't think I've seen that attack. Oh, please don't. I'm already so badly injured. Please don't. Okay. Oh, that did more damage. Well, I'd like to focus more damage on this round, but I kind of need to heal. Hopefully I can survive this. I never really know when to hit him.
Harpoon cannon, fire!
I skewered him. Oh, that actually does some damage. Oh dear. I still only did 1,000. So the stomp was very bad. Oh, come on, I didn't get the evasive action off first. So I wonder if we can actually kill this. Yeah, he really's got an explosive punch. Well. Alright. Let's see if we can get it better next round. I should get all this cheese out of my face. I really want to keep eating. It's just sitting there, melting with its cheesiness. What if I just got more crackers? What if I just got more crackers? And I ate like every so much. But just a hungry little cat. Just a hungry little kitty. Like you know cats? If there's food in front of them, they'll eat it. That's just how it be. What did we give you? I don't remember. Yeah. Okay, boy. You can continue attacking if you want, or you can back off and make repairs on the ship. Keep attacking. Let's continue attacking. We need to keep damaging that thing, even if we can only do it a little at a time. There we go. I was like, what? We're going to need we're definitely gonna need to heal at the end of this. Alright, let's see how this goes. So I think I'm gonna, if I don't finish this quickly, I'm definitely gonna get more cheese. Not more cheese, more crackers for this cheese. Cheese.
Harpoon cannon, fire!
Yeah. We're actually, I wonder if it's possible to just like, if it's possible to actually kill him. I've never tried. Nice. Little baby boy. Her cheeks are so soft. Yeah. She had a little kitty. Stop. Oh wait, what's this? Look, Grendel's acting strangely. Uh-oh. Why am I getting a bad feeling about this? Wait, this might be our chance. Watch it carefully. It's not acting normally. If we attack it now, we might be able to knock it off balance. If we can hit it hard enough, we might be able to knock it over into that valley behind it. That should hold it for a while. What are you doing, boy? Hurry up and use the harpoon cannon. It's our only chance. Oh, but are we just saving up? Are we just saving up? Wait, what happened to our quick guy? Yeah, I mean, he is an ancient super weapon. I wouldn't really expect much. I wouldn't expect anything less. Target lost. Hold your throat. Oh. Someone give Grendel some aspirin. Someone give him something for his headache. Eat. Yeah, I would not like to be hit by the filter. Please don't. Please put the filter down. I haven't, but I'm working on it. Yeah, I know who the Jolly Green Giant is. Yeah, what if he just flew away? What if he just flew away? Wait, Akagi did... Wait, is that Bum 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 the jingle? Or did I miss a different joke? I'm. I like that half the time. Okay, it is the jingle. Look, I love. I love that I ruined so many jokes by just not getting it. That's my favorite hobby. My favorite hobby is being dumb. Oof. Wow, that's smart. Please, can I knock this guy down? Can I please knock this guy down? Would you please?
Harpoon cannon, fire!
Fire! You get him? There he goes. All right, we knocked Grendel into the valley. Good job, boy. Now's our chance to grab the green moon crystal and send that thing back to where it came from. So I think it's interesting. When you use the harpoon cannon, Grendel's wing. That any of your side cannons will miss. Vice, you saved my people and our lands. I don't know how to repay you. We were wrong. We should have never summoned the giant. You're just foolish natives. With great power, you need great responsibility. Spider-Man taught me that. The Gigas are far too dangerous. Yes, we now realize that. And I am truly sorry. Vice, you've proven yourself worthy. I entrust our sacred green stone unto you. Use it to achieve peace. We have faith in you. Thank you, King Ixa'taka. We will do our best. The Valiants have abandoned their encampments to the north. Now that they have left, perhaps we might be able to travel through the Iron Net. If we pass through there, we'll reach North Ocean. That will take us back to Valua. The yellow crystal should be hidden there. Okay, everyone. Now we'll head back to Valua. They're really upset with us now. Getting the yellow crystal isn't going to be easy. Sounds dangerous. Perhaps you ladies would like to stay behind here in Ixa'taka? It's an island paradise. You've got exotic foods, nectars, waterfalls, beautiful sunsets.
Hey,
What do you say, Aika? Who knows? Maybe you'll find some more ghosts, too. Vice! Don't even joke about them around me. You know I'm afraid of them. I've had enough ghosts to last me for a long time. That silly, stupid Aika. Afraid of ghosts. Can we still kill him, though? What do you mean, we? You're not... Thank you, Vice. Your bravery has saved my kingdom. From this day forth, we will defend Ixa'taka from all our foes with our own strength. You have given us the courage to do something. But how did that work out for you before? That's the thing. We all actually know the location of Rixis. I'm sorry for having lied to you. And thank you for facing the giant of the forest. If he was left unchallenged, he would have destroyed us all. Perhaps you cannot tell by looking at him, but Asaba is a high priest of much higher standing than myself. He knows much about ancient legends and is a valuable member of the royal court. Yeah, it's hard to tell that. Oh, rascal. Little rascal. King Ixa'taka spoke of him. Yeah, we saw the Iron Net. Yeah, but if the Valiants escaped to the north, means I probably have to take down the Iron Net, right? That means we'll be able to reach North Ocean that way. We'll head straight to Valua from there. Alright, so it's about time to wrap up. Ixa'taka ship. We've been hiding. With the Valiant's gone, we can fly our ships again. The Valiant's left the iron wall across the northern valley and flew away. I think you can get to Valua from there. So I want to heal up before I forget. Oh, and sell some discovery information. Got that. Anything? Let's... The Valiant forces have withdrawn from this region, and the Ixa'takans don't have a need for shipyards. I really don't know how much longer I'll be able to stay in business. Maybe it's time to look for a new line of work. Maybe. Hunter torpedo. Got that taken care of. Let's go heal up. Oh, we can say hello to sometime. I don't think I did that before. I saw the giant of the forest. Legend has it that the giant of the forest will protect us. But I'm not so sure about that. The giant of the forest was surely created by someone with an evil heart. Evil will not protect us. It is good that you stopped it. The forest. Where I call him. Yeah. We sure did a little bit of white knighting, huh? Wow, that's really impressive, Frank. You made the router yourself? Now everyone says it's okay to play with Sentai Mass family. You mean it was Mr. Vice who defeated that huge green monster? Wow, I can't believe it. Mr. Vice is really great. The villagers have been a little more friendly to us ever since the captives came home. They come and talk with us now. They sometimes bring us fruit and other things to eat. Oh no. Oh, I'm so relieved, Mr. Vice. I was afraid you might get hurt. I was so scared. What in the world could have been a giant? Oh, I guess I missed some dialogue. I guess it would have been different if I came here before triggering that. Hello, Mr. Vice. That was a really fierce battle, wasn't it? The way you defeated the Armada and that giant, I was really amazed by what you did. Someday, I'd sure like to work as an engineer on your ship. That'd be nice. Hello, Mr. Vice, that shows me my air pirate's blood tingle. I have no desire to fight anymore, except to protect my children. My son Hans seems to have adopted you as his hero. It will be long now before Hans is all grown up. I imagine he'll be striking out on his own into the wild blue yonder sometime soon. Wait, what is a... Wait, what's a wood router? I don't think I quite know. I don't think I quite know what you're talking about there. Oh, do you think that pretty dancer has a song in her heart again? I'm not. Yeah, I'm not clicking that. I'm not clicking that. Yeah. Sleep. Oh, my son has come home. He has lost a lot of weight, but he's alive and well. Thank you. You're fine. It's all thanks to you that my life was saved. I was forced to work on Moonstone Mountain. My mother was all alone back in the village, and I couldn't go home. I was very worried. Because of you, I was able to come home to my mother. Thank you. I wouldn't know what that's like. Thanking someone for that, specifically. My deepest gratitude. Thanks to you, the people safely returned to their homes. You people are not Quetia. I think it was Quetia who sent you to us. Like all those who Quetia sends to us, you are welcome in this village anytime. The people of the forest will help you. Oh, I did. Oh, we get to stay here for free. Yay. Alright, so we're gonna save here. And call it a night. That took a little longer than usual. Well, it took a little longer, but I'm glad we cleared the area. So next time, we'll move on to the next leg of the adventure. So now, to give my voice a rest, we're gonna go raid Arlie. Yeah, Arlie Hoofire? Yeah, I don't know. She's just some little streamer I heard of. You might not know her, but I hope you enjoy her content. It's my pleasure. Please get some. After you guys say hi to Arlie, please get some rest. And sleep well. It really it does mean a lot that you hang out with me during my streams. So I'll see you all next time.